Hello NYWC, I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Going back to Mulcahy's was a pretty good show, and for NYWC to come back to Mulcahy's for the first time since Massacre at Mulcahy's back in March, which I ended up missing. We actually, before the action got underway, we started out with the Hall of Fame ceremony. First, Dickie Rods, the Big Gun Nuke, and the Greek God Papa Don come out as they induct the sure thing John Shane. Then out comes Spider and Juba as they induct Dan Barry into the Hall of Fame. And then Mikey Whipwreck comes out to induct Big Time Tony Burma, and Whipwreck says there's something missing, something mega. And out came King Mega. And also up on the screen we see Burma's tag team partner, Ryan the Adrenaline Rush, who congratulated him. And they did pretty good with that ceremony. And I think it was like a little after 3:30, ceremony was over. And I thought Mulcahy was actually bigger than it was for some reason. We get on with the action as we have the first of two semifinal triple threat matches for the Crusher Doogan Heart Soul Cup tournament. We have Nobody's Better Michael Mastretta versus Cade Lothbrock versus the Man Bun Jesus. A good matchup like these three guys had. Cade Lothbrock defeated Michael Mastretta and Man Bun Jesus to advance to the finals of the tournament at 7 minutes 45 seconds. Up next, we see the Nightmare of Your Dreams, Amity LaVey, in the unfamiliar role of challenger against Kylie Alexa for the Starlet Championship. These two ladies clicked once again, but I will say this match wasn't as good as their match last month. Kylie Alexa defeated Amity LaVey to retain the Starlet Championship at 10 minutes 2 seconds. From there, next up was what was billed as the John Shane Challenge, or the Sure Thing John Shane Challenge, as the Greek God Papa Don took on Dan Barry. Not sure if this was a first ever one-on-one meeting between these two men. Dan Barry countered Papa Don, attempted a Mulcahy straw cradle, but Barry blocked it and pinned Papa Don at 8 minutes 43 seconds. But then out comes Giorgio Lawrence, the specialist. He was complaining that he didn't have a match for the show, and he says, "I'm putting out an open challenge to a Hall of Famer." And out came Dickie Rods, who made his return to NYWC action for the first time in months. Dickie Rods defeats the specialist Giorgio Lawrence at 3 minutes 34 seconds, and then Barry and Papa Don, they come back in the ring and they shake hands for their match, after their match, which they didn't get to do because Giorgio interrupted them. Before I go any further, I forgot to mention Dirk Moore ring announced this event, was ring announcing, because I guess Jason Linnet couldn't make this show. Next was the other semifinal triple threat match as Jorge La Bestia versus A1G versus Big Time Tony Burma. Burma had things going his ways, but out came the cause of it all. Joey Conway pulls Burma out of the ring and they start brawling to the back. A1G eventually pins Jorge La Bestia to defeat him and Tony Burma at 6 minutes 59 seconds to advance to the finals of the Crusher Doogan Heart Soul Cup tournament. From there, at that point they went to intermission, and just as intermission was wrapping up, Dirk Moore and his Uncle Billy are standing up on the stage, and they were talking about some kind of a soap, but then they're interrupted by CJ Bambino, Nicky Primo, Gary Reno, and Big Guido, four dudes whose names ends with O, the O sound. And Bambino was saying, he mentioned that Johnny Malloy wasn't at the show, and I forgot what else happened, but all of a sudden, Dante Storm and Miggy Ortiz of the Liberation Proclamation, they come out, they attack Billy and Dirk on the stage. Dirk gets chokeslammed through that table on the stage, and then at that point, and Kay Blazer and a masked Liberator, I don't know if it was Aaron Christensen or not, they attacked Bambino and I think Nicky Primo in the ring. And then out come the NYWC OGs, J-Red, Spider, JT Kason, and the Big Gun Nuke, and we have a 6-man tag team match right then and there, which we ended up seeing from the Liberation Proclamation. Kay Blazer, Dante Storm, Miggy Ortiz against Spider, J-Red, and JT Kason. At one point, Nuke and I always think it was Miggy Ortiz tried to take the case of beer from ringside, and Nuke tried to stop him, and I don't know if something went wrong, and JT Kason checked on everything. And then, I don't know if it was the beer case was bumped into Kason's head, or Nuke accidentally spit beer. Something happened there. Blazer, Storm, and Ortiz defeat Spider, Kason, and J-Red at 9 minutes, 41 seconds. Hold that thought. Alright, as I said before my food arrived, there still continues to be trouble brewing between Kason and Nuke. Up next, we're set to see the 03 Championship as Robbie Rebel challenged the Big O. Brandon Washington challenged the Big O, but because he couldn't make the event. The Big O defeats Robbie Rebel at 4 minutes, 16 seconds to retain the 03 Championship. The next match was scheduled to be Isaiah Wolf of Prolific to take on Bam Sullivan of The Extricated. Bam and his partner Mouse come out, and Bam said Isaiah didn't show, and Bam said, I'm issuing an open challenge, and out came Sage Chance of the Slime Balls. And the match was on, and Bam Sullivan defeats Sage Chance at 6 minutes 44 seconds, but after the match, Isaiah Wolf hits the ring, attacks both members Bam and Mouse and The Extricated. Isaiah gets the microphone. I don't know if I mentioned this, but after Dirk North put to the table, Man Bun Jesus took over the ring announcing duties for the rest of the show. But Isaiah Wolf gets the microphone and he said that his car was reportedly stolen, and Isaiah made a challenge for he and Ruthless Lala to face The Extricated for the tag team title at the next show with anything goes hardcore rules. And then Isaiah Wolf had the tag belts with him, and Ruthless Lala, she didn't come into the ring, but she's around, and the two of them leave the ring area with the tag belts. Up next was the final match of the Crusher Doogan Heart Soul Cup tournament, as we had at the top tier A1G ticket going one-on-one with Cade Lothbrock. I forgot to mention, Lothbrock came out to the Lothbrock came to the ring with the Black Sheep, Dan Acosta, the Demonic Juggernaut Apollyon, and Mr. Entertainment Commissioner Brian Vitko. Okay? For Lothbrock's match with Mastretta and Man Bun that started the show, but only Vitko came out for the final match, and we saw Cade Lothbrock defeat A1G at 9 minutes 56 seconds to win the 2025 Crusher Doogan Heart and Soul Cup tournament. And people came out to celebrate. Among them was Bam Sullivan, Mouse, I believe, what do you call him, Boo Sullivan or Bo Pritchard? I think he came in the ring. Dan Acosta did. Shane came in the ring. Also, Tiki Rosin came in to celebrate. I forgot what happened afterwards. From there, it was set for the main event. We were set to see Randy Summers, who came out to ring to ZZ Top's Sharp Dressed Man. It was a challenge to Cause It All, Joey Conway, for the heavyweight title. Summers was standing on the second rope. Conway hits the ring, hits Summers from behind with a chair, and I don't know, they rang the bell right away to start the match. When Conway kept beating Summers down, Shane came out to check on Summers, and Man Bun Jesus says that Summers was not medically cleared to wrestle after being beaten up by Conway. So then Conway takes the microphone, he's saying, you know, it was issued an open challenge. I'm going to issue an open challenge to a Hall of Famer. And out came big time Tony Burma, and the two of them made it a street fight. And they actually went into the crowd, and they're up on the bar counter. Conway attempted to pile drive Burma on the bar counter, but he backdrops Conway, and Conway's feet took out one of those money registers. Well, it's not like your old-fashioned cash registers, but hopefully that didn't break. Hopefully it's still working. From there, eventually, Tony Burma hits a TKO, and big-time Tony Burma defeats the Cosmo Joey Conway at 6 minutes, 12 seconds to become the new NYWC Heavyweight Champion. Burma's son, Braden, whose birthday was today, he came in the ring to celebrate among everybody else. Everybody was in the ring, Nuke, and I forgot who else was out there. And Burma said it best. He said, NYWC forever. Personal notes. And it was good seeing Sam, Lauren, Sarah, Tommy, Robin. I saw Tommy ran slime balls, noticed me. Mama Man Bun came over and took a picture of us, and I don't know if she sent it to Man Bun yet. From there, damn, who else did I see in this crowd? I thought unless I'm mistaken, the last Mulcahy show back in March had a bigger crowd, unless I'm wrong, and I wasn't even there in March. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Wrestling Connection returns to action on Saturday. Saturday, July 26th, as they will be debuting at the Babylon Lodge, number 793 F&AM, located at 250 West Main Street in Babylon. And based on this flyer that was given out to the many in the crowd, you see who's already going to be appearing. Obviously, the newly crowned champ, big time Tony Burma, will be on this one. Still, the Starlet champion, Kylie Alexa, is going to be there. Still, the 03 champion, the Big O, will be there. And also, you see Sage Chance, Nobody's Better Michael Mastretta, and making his return for the first time since Master of the Map, former WWE competitor Drew Gulak. Now, as mentioned, it looks like it'll be the Extricade against Prolific's Ruthless Lala and Isaiah Wolf for the tag team title in a hardcore match. I would like to see a return bout between Tony Burma and Joey Conway for the heavyweight title, or if not, a three-way match with Burma, Conway, and Randy Summers. Drew Gulak one-on-one with Nobody's Better Michael Mastretta. Maybe Man Bun Jesus one-on-one with Cade Lothbrock. Even though, seeing that the Fusion title has not been defended since Master of the Man April, I say A1G, since he pinned Jorge in the triple threat match, he and Jorge go at it one more time for the Fusion belt. For the Trios champions, the FBI, whichever three, take to face the Dirty Deeds, if Billy's ready, unless Big Daddy Haystacks comes along. Don't know where Amity LeVay goes from here. She just got her rematch for the Starlet title and didn't win it back. Ah. Well, one thing I can tell you for this one, folks, right now, for Trust No One, that Tommy and Robin will be attending, and probably the Dinezzo sisters as well, but Sam, Lauren, and Sarah will not be coming Saturday, July 26th. I don't know. July 26th is going to be an indoor or outdoor show, I wonder. Let me see. Show ended between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. And that was with an intermission. No, that one too. Yes. Yay. Damn, Sullivan. Let me see. Damn. Wait, Victor Conway. Okay, I guess that will do it. A good time, but like not everybody in the crowd was in. Oh, I've got to mention, welcome back, Joey. I haven't seen him since actually he was at Friend of Foe last month, May 31st. Okay, so I think that'll pretty much wrap it up. Great. I don't know if NYWC returns to Mulcahy's again this year. Please don't do it. Don't do a Sunday show during football season. I don't do Sunday shows during football season, no matter which Fed it is. Okay. I mean, it'd be interesting to see when Hotter Than Hell, the August show, when and where that's taking place. But you know, this was a good time. Got to mention, what's his name? Mikey Muscles. Good seeing him there. Alex from SWA. What else Okay, well, that'll do it. All right, folks. Can't wait for Trust No One Saturday, July 26th in Babylon. NYWC. 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 NYWC rules. Oh, I forgot to mention that this month, here in the month of June, marked 7 years. 7 years since Sam's first NYWC event, and Tommy, next month, July 26th, Trust No One will mark his 7th year of seeing NYWC. So, one anniversary after another, so to speak, because they've both been coming since 2018. Once again, NYWC rules.